Dear students, now that you have done the revision of the first two units of English, now we are going to learn the lesson 3.2, a lesson in life from a beggar. So, open page number 92 of your English textbook. So, as usual, we are going to learn warming up section first. So on page number 92, look into chit chat section. So here you will see we have to share our thoughts on the given points. The points are given, and by taking the points one by one, we have to share our thoughts with our group. That's why we have to make small groups at first. Okay. So now you are at home. You can share your thoughts with your family members. Okay. So let's go point by point. Here in the chit chat, you will see the first point is a piece of advice that stopped a bad habit in you. So here is the point, and on this point we have to share our thoughts in a small group of students. Okay. So for example, I will share my thoughts like this. I had a bad habit of eating Chinese and junk food. I had lost all interest in our regular traditional food items. My parents took me to our family doctor. He advised me to stop eating junk food. He told me about its harmful effect on our body. He showed me the video of a boy who had become very, very fat by eating junk food. His advice stopped my bad habit of eating junk food. So like this, anyone in the group can share his thoughts on the given point. Now, the next point is a quote or a proverb that you love to use often. So for example, I will tell, a friend in need is a friend indeed is a proverb that I love to use often. So you can share other quote or proverb also. Okay. The next point here is an experience that taught you a lifelong lesson. So on this point, we have to share our thoughts with our group. Okay. What's the point? You have to share an experience that taught you a lifelong lesson. Okay. Understand the point? Okay. For example, I will share the incident proved to be an eye-opener for me. Okay. I was preparing for my 10th class board exam. Somehow or other, I never liked history subject. So I always postponed studying history. Till the time of the paper, I had not read much. I thought that there was no other way but to copy the answers in the exam. I had never done such a thing in my life before. So I was afraid to copy, but I thought it better to copy than to fail in the exam. So I tore off the pages from the history guide, which contains some important questions with answers. As the exam started, I found that I really did not know many answers, but I had the answers in my pocket. I was scared and became uneasy, but I gathered my courage, seeing that the in charge in the class was busy on some work, I took out the page and kept it on my bench under and between the question paper and my answer sheet. Hardly had I written a few sentences, the teacher came near me and took out the sheet of paper from under my question paper. He took me to the exam conductor. I had started sweating and trembling. I requested the conductor to let me go and told him that it was my first time and I will never copy again. But all my requests fell on deaf ears. He prepared a case against me, and to my horror, I was rusticated from the exam and was banned for 2 years. The small mistake ruined my valuable 2 years and my reputation. I was ashamed to face my parents, my younger sister, friends, and relatives. That experience taught me a lifelong lesson, and I never copied thereafter. Okay? Did you listen? So, like this, anyone in the group can share his experience. He can share any of the experience. Okay. The next point in the chit chat given here is a story or news or episode or movie or play that has impressed and changed you. Okay. So on this point you have to share our thoughts with your group. Okay. Now, for example, I will tell the members of my group the story of a woodcutter and his axe. This is a very well-known story and I like this story very much. So I still remember the story of a woodcutter whose axe fell into deep water. The helpless woodcutter sat by the pool of water weeping. Suddenly, a divine figure appeared before him from the water and asked why he was crying. When the woodcutter told what had happened, the divine figure vanished into the water and came up with an axe made of gold. When she asked the woodcutter if this was his axe, he replied negatively. Then the figure came out with an axe of silver and asked if that was his axe. The honest woodcutter replied that it was not his axe. So the divine figure again disappeared and came out with an axe of steel. Seeing this axe, the woodcutter was filled with joy and said that was his axe. The divine figure was very much impressed by the honesty of the woodcutter, and along with his own axe, she gave him the golden and the silver axe as a gift. I was impressed very much by this story, and it taught me the value of telling the truth. From that day, I stopped telling lies. Okay. So I will tell this story to my group. So any member of the group can tell his story. He or she can tell a story or news or episode or movie or play that changes life. Okay. Now, under that, the next activity is given. What is the next activity? The next activity is here. Let us read the next activity. Many slang expressions, terms are used for people having positive or negative traits. Here traits means qualities. Match the expressions in column A with type of persons in column B. Now in this table, in column A the expressions are given, and in column B the type of persons are given, and we have to match them. Okay, let's look into the table and read all that was given in the table. The first one is couch potato. So what do you mean by couch potato? Yes, couch potato means a lazy or good for nothing person. Lazy person or good for nothing person means a couch potato. This is a slang expression for a lazy person. Okay. The next, worrywart. So what is worrywart? Worrywart means the person who is always worried, who is always nervous. So this is the meaning of worrywart. The next is fuddy-duddy. Do you know the meaning of fuddy-duddy? Yes, the fuddy-duddy means old-fashioned, or the person who refuses change, or the old-fashioned person means fuddy-duddy. Then there is number 4, wet blanket. What do you mean by wet blanket? Wet blanket is the person who spoils other people's fun or mood. That is wet blanket. The next one is whiz. Who is whiz? Whiz is a brilliant or genius. Brilliant person is called a whiz. The next one is black sheep. What is black sheep? Black sheep means a shameful person. Black sheep is a shameful person. Okay. And the last one is live wire. Live wire is a very energetic and active person. So here we have seen all the meanings of the slang expressions given here, slang terms given here. Do you understand? Okay. Then the last activity on page number 92. Let's read that activity first. Discuss with your group and write the difference in the reactions of an optimist and pessimist. You know, there are two types of people in this world. Optimist is a person who always looks at the positive sides, and negative is the person who always looks at the negative sides of the world. Okay, so here we have to match here some situations are given in the first column, and given that situation we have to write, we have to tell the opinion or views of the optimist and the pessimist people. Okay. Did you understand this? Okay. We have to write the reactions of an optimist and pessimist people regarding the given situations. So here the first situation is failure in exam. If there is this situation, if someone fails in the exam, what will the optimist person do? What will he say? What will be his reaction? So according to me, the optimist person will say, that doesn't matter. Failure is the first step to success. I will study again and pass the exam. So these are the views of the optimist person regarding the failure in exam. And now come to the last column. So regarding the same situation, failure in the exam, what will the pessimist person say? He will say, I don't think I will ever pass in this exam. I am ruined. I can't do anything now. So these are the views of the pessimist person regarding this situation. Which situation? The situation of failing in the exam. Okay. Now let's take the next situation. Lose a good amount of cash. If someone loses a good amount of cash, what will the optimist people do? What will be his reaction? Optimist person. The reaction of the optimist person will be like this. He will say, this is not the end of the world. I will work hard in double shift and make up for the loss. I know there is no use of crying over spilt milk. Okay. And what will be the pessimist person do? What will be his reaction regarding this situation? I think the pessimist will say, oh, I am ruined. How can I again earn so much money? It's better to die than to live a poor life. So these are the views of the pessimist person regarding this situation. The next situation is unexpected rainfall or bad weather. If there is an unexpected rainfall, what will the optimist person say and what will the pessimist person say? Think and write here in short. So regarding this situation, the optimist person will say, wow, what a fine weather. It is a great relief from the heat. Come on, I must get wet in the rain and enjoy. And what will the optimist say? Oh my God, this rain is playing spoil sport. Now I won't be able to attend the party. I am wet. This bloody rain. So these are the thoughts of the pessimist person regarding this situation. The next situation is illness. If someone falls ill, what will he say? What will be the opinion? What will be the views of the optimist person and what will be the views of the pessimist person regarding illness, regarding his or her illness? The optimist will say, thanks, Mr. Fever. You have provided much needed rest to my body. Of course, I am missing my classes, but no tension. I will manage it soon. And on the same situation of illness, what will the pessimist say? He will say, I don't think I'll recover from this illness. I will remain admitted in the hospital. I won't be able to prepare for the exam. I'm gone. So these will be the thoughts. This will be the reaction of the pessimist person regarding his illness. And the last one is extra classes in school. So about extra classes in school, what will the optimist say? The optimist will say, thank God, now our course will be completed. I will clear all my doubts. The extra classes will prove a boon for me. And the pessimist will say, it's a sheer waste of time. Nothing can be achieved by such classes. This is just show off. So here we have seen the difference between the views of the optimist and the pessimist. So you must have marked here that optimist people always look at the bright side, always look at the positive side of the world, and the pessimist people will always look at the negative side. They will always look at the gloomy side of the world. Okay, so think for a while and decide what kind of person you will be, you would like to be. Okay, would you like to be optimist person or a pessimist person? Okay, so here we have seen all the activities with the appropriate answers, all the activities given here on page number 92, and that's why we have completed this warming up section here. Okay, now in the next video let's learn the lesson. Okay, thank you.